now.
Giggling throughout the theater began from the first few seconds and didn't end until the credits finished. Giggles that evolved into full-out cough laughing fits. I'm sure plenty were like me and couldn't tell if this movie was meant to be a comedy. Not aware we would be entering purgatory, continuing into a hellish feline fever dream. Why do they have boobs? No, okay, focus on other things. Like the plot. Was there even a plot? Mostly every scene was just an introduction to a different disturbing character, and then another, and another, each getting more ludicrous. And by the time you reach Dame Judi Dench and Meow Nito, you will barely be able to contain yourself. Focus! The music. There have been a few songs stuck in my head that I never even knew was from this musical. An original score that I have never listened to in full, but I'm more than sure that this rendition did it no justice. But unless you're a die-hard fan of the furry musical, it's not the music that held your attention or interest. No, it was the design. A design that had even furries disgusted and uncomfortable with. The very first trailer coughed up a storm of internet judgment, not even slightly improved on after its release, leaving some shots unfinished and just CGI fur tech that is uncontrollably hilarious looking. A failed Snapchat filter with eyebrows always going above the face cast. And these characters being digitally shrunken down to fit their setting. I'm not entirely sure if any props were even used or just edited in. Even the CGI water, sky, or smoke had an amateur PlayStation 2 graphic feel. Why couldn't they just learn from Sonic the Hedgehog and fix the WTFX from the first trailer backlash? Instead, there will be a repatched edit of the movie being handed back to theaters. A repatch that I guess has taken them more than 7 months to edit the effects for. Seriously, it only took them 7 months of post-productions to render everything. And again, that's not saying much. The real effort and work put into this fur fest was actually from the actors and choreographer. The entire cast enrolled in cat school. It exists. A school in where there are teachers and countless hours devoted into teaching these Hollywood hitters to act and move more feline with wearable cat ears and tails and whiskers. I say hitters, but for the amount of time and effort that went into making these performances more believable, there's not one character that you'll be able to take seriously. Ever. And with this cast, it's not entirely the fault of the FX either. I'm pretty sure when Taylor Swift debuted, the production team seemingly just gave up. Why do they have boobs? In fact, the only performance that was acceptable, and one could get behind even, was from newcomer Francesca Hayward, making her first on-screen debut as the only somewhat believable human-cat hybrid, with all of her odd but oddly sexy twitching, stretching, and gyrating. Wait, what the fuck am I saying? What's the message even? A cat is not a dog? The ultimate feline dream is to be chosen to die? Is that what happens? The whole runtime, it was just so hard to keep up and stay focused on what some could perceive to be a story. It's a nonsensical, jellical musical that cost $100 million to make and only squeezed out $6.5 million back into the litter box, leaving us with the ugliest comedy film of the decade that no one went out to see, but everyone knew was happening. It was truly a lack of curiosity that killed the movie Cats. Diagnosed with a 3 out of 10 for me, just for the chuckles alone. Hollywood, please! I beggeth of you, are you listening? Give us a less ridiculous musical movie adaptation with a more sensible story. Like having to pay to go to the bathroom, maybe. Where could we find such a...